In the world of Kenshi, there are a lot of different species of creatures that can come help you along your ways if you want to be a villain or a hero. One of these species are the hivers, the character on the screen right now. The hivers are a weird species and only a handful of them can be recruited, but there are some hivers that you can recruit that are unique, that are not like any of the other NPCs, so let's find all the NPCs today of the unique hivers, see how to get them and see if they're worth it. Let's get started. The first one is probably the most famous one here, Beep. Beep can be found in Mongrel, and the only requirement to recruit him is to just go up to him, speak with him for a bit, and he will join. You can't modify him, and he has base stats. Now, Beep is loved by many fans just because he says Beep. He's probably the icon or mascot of the game, so to speak, but his stats, they're very bad. He doesn't come with a weapon, but at the same time, a lot of people like to get Beep, and it's become a challenge within the Kenshi community to train him up and then turn him into a cyborg, so then he becomes Robo Beep. Beep also has probably the most unique dialogues in the game, as he will talk to other characters. Once you give him a prosthetic limb, he will then start referring to himself as Robo Beep. He is not that useful, but at the end of the day, he's a little comic relief character, so any playthrough isn't right without him. Next up is Green. Green can be found in either Mudtown or Shark within the swamps, and all you have to do is speak to him and pay off his debt of 2,300 cats that he's racked up while gambling here. Now, Green is a marksman. A marksman is used to shoot either a turret or a crossbow. Funnily enough, he does not have good perception, but he has around 60 in turret and 70 in crossbow skill. Green is very useful for anyone who is trying to have a ranger playthrough, making advantage of the crossbows in the game, which are very underutilised. Green straight away comes with a junk bow, which is a standard grade, a bandage and some arrows, as well as some rags, pretty much. He is a hiver worker, which means that he doesn't have to eat much, but he is also not that tanky, but at the same time he's going to be using a crossbow and he's going to be away from the enemies as well. Green is very, very useful to have early game, as he already comes with a good weapon, and hitting them when they can't hit him back is very good. Green, definitely a must-have. Staying in the swamp, we now have Silvershade. Silvershade is a hive prince and he can be found in Mudtown, but he also has small chances to spawn in Black Scratch, Flat Lagoon, Smuggler's Bars, Way Stations and World's End, but mainly you can find him in Mudtown. He only has a debt of 3,000 to recruit him, and him being a good fighter and all, it's not that bad because most people you pay 3,000 cats for, especially around the Holy Nation, they'll come with base stats, while Silvershade, he has 10 in most things. Now, the good reason to get him, because in Kenshi, as soon as you buy someone, as soon as you recruit someone, you then have to train them up, and while you can train the melee attack up, their weapon skill depends on in real life fighting. While Silvershade here, he already comes with good stats as well. He carries 2 medkits, which could be a nod to the fact that if you don't pay his debt, he'll break both his legs, but at the same time, nice fighter, definitely not bad. Next up is Ray. Ray is a hive soldier drone that can be found in either the slave markets or eye socket, and he is also my favourite NPC in the game. The requirements to get Ray is to buy his freedom by paying 1,000 cats to a barfly. This will damage your reputation with the slave traders, but at the same time, you then get Ray. Ray also cannot speak. In his own personal lore, he had his tongue cut out by his previous master, and he is then called stubborn by his old one. So then by paying 1,000 cats to buy his freedom, he will then join your side. Ray is a hive soldier drone, and they are some of the best units in the game in my opinion, because even though they can't wear some clothing, their head armour is 200, which is very, very good. And at the same time, he looks cool. The downside is he can't speak to shopkeepers, but at the same time, sometimes people who initiate dialogue with you can speak to him. He also has very good combat stats as well, so he's not bad. Next up is Yandu. Yandu is a hive prince who can be found in Trader's Edge. He is the Noble Squire Supreme, or in human words, he's the assistant to Longan, so he's pretty much the second in command or the personal helper of the Traders Guild, which is one of the biggest places in the game for trading. Now, the way to get Yandu is quite hard. You have to kill Tin Fist, and for the few people that don't know, Tin Fist is a robot martial artist who can pretty much one-shot you if you are not ready. So in order to get Yandu, you have to kill one of the hardest people, if not the hardest person, in the game, and also live while fighting all his minions. Now, is it worth it to get Yandu? It depends on how you phrase it. If you only want Yandu, He has good dexterity, a few good stats. He is okay, but it's not worth killing Tin Fist. The main reason why you should get him is because of the duplication bug that is still in the game. Kenshi is in nowhere perfect, and there are a few bugs in the game, but when you finally kill Tin Fist and tell Longan, he will say, Yandu, go take care of this man, and then Yandu will join your crew. But as soon as you leave, and then the game goes away, and then you walk back in, and the game loads, another Yandu will be there. And then you can recruit him all over again. This leads to an army of Yandus, and an army of Hive princes with good dexterity is insanely overpowered. Now, depending on if you want to play bug-free or not, I tend to play bug-free, so I can only get one Yandu, but killing Tin Fist to get Yandu is a bit of a bad trade, but at the same time, if you're doing a United Cities playthrough, always a good one to show. The last one is Esper. Esper I could not get to load in for myself, but Esper is kept in Tengu's Vault on the map, and all he is a Hive worker drone, but he's from the Southern Hive. He's the only character that will spawn in uniquely from the Southern Hive. I cannot show you him right now because I did not find him in my playthrough, but all you have to do to recruit him is to go to Tengu's Vault and release him. But other than that, that's all the Unique Hivers, guys. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next, or if you have any questions about Kenshi itself. Thank you, remember to have a good one.